Some businesses will be back open soon after a deadly shooting shut them down for days.
Lawyers say some of the bikers involved in that shootout are actually victims, not criminals.
A major recall is being touted as the biggest in U.S. history.
And First Alert meteorologist Camille Manning will have your weather on the 5's forecast every 10 minutes. Good Morning Texas starts right now.
This is Good Morning Texas, early edition.
And welcome in on your Wednesday morning. Thanks for joining Good Morning Texas. I'm Taylor Montgomery.
And I'm Meg Bonacorsi. Let's get you over to First Alert meteorologist Camille Manning for a quick check on our weather. Good morning, Camille.
Hey, good morning, you guys. We'll talk a little more about those storm chances and a cold front that is on the way. That's all coming up with your weather on the 5's forecast.
We are following breaking news out of McLennan County, where search and rescue crews have finished sweeping the Brazos River for other potential victims after one person fell in the water there.
Authorities tell us the call came in around 1:30 this morning. The caller said someone was drowning in the river near Brazos Park East. That man was rescued and taken to the hospital with minor injuries. Now, initially, investigators thought there was another person in the water. The man rescued couldn't help search crews much because he's incoherent.
We are also following the latest developments on the biker gang shooting investigation in Waco. Central Texas Marketplace will be completely reopened today, except for a few places after portions were closed following Sunday's deadly shooting at Twin Peaks.
GMT's Tahisha Moyes is live at the shopping center. Tahisha, things seem to be slowly returning back to normal.
What we are seeing, guys, now is a completely different story than, let's say, 12 hours ago. Everything is open now, and we are expecting things to pick up here in the next few hours as employees show up for work. And the only thing blocked off is the initial crime scene here behind me. Now, like I was saying, 12 hours ago, there was a bomb threat scare here in the area after a suspicious package was found in a vehicle. Investigators were in the process of inspecting those vehicles and moving them off scene to an impound lot. They opened cars with the help of a locksmith, but had to break the windows in of at least one car. And it's quite incredible what investigators found, and I can tell you they were quite surprised.
And I can tell you we've recovered not only handguns, we have recovered high caliber powerful rifles, bullet resistant vests. It's pretty crazy, some of the stuff we're seeing out of these cars.
The all clear was given around 8, and police expect to wrap up the preliminary investigation today. The violence that unfolded here in Waco is bringing up safety concerns, and all of the 9 bikers who died in the shooting were believed to be members of the Bandidos and Cossacks, 2 of the 5 gangs that could lead to more problems. Police say they are on high alert after getting reports of more bikers coming to the area, but police say they are ready to handle those threats. Sergeant Swanton is urging police, asking for the groups involved to handle things peacefully. He says violence only leads to more violence. Coming up at 5:30, I'll have more information on the bikers involved and why lawyers say that their clients are victims rather than criminals. For now, I'm reporting live in the Central Texas Marketplace to Tahisha Moyes. Good morning, Texas. Meg, Taylor.
Alrighty, thank you very much, Tahisha. We have more details on the cause of the death of those 9 gang members. We are not releasing the names of the victims since next of kin has not been identified, or notified rather, by officials, but several were from the North Texas area. Early autopsy reports show the men were between the ages of 27 and 65 years old. They all died of gunshot wounds. 4 died from shots to the head, 1 was shot in the neck, another suffered a gunshot wound to the chest, and 1 only was described as being shot in the trunk of his body. 2 had so many wounds the coroner could not determine which shot killed them.
And of the 18 people hurt, only 7 remain hospitalized. Sergeant Patrick Swanton says they're keeping tabs on the 11 who were released. Chances are they'll be charged with engaging in organized crime, along with the 170 others.
And now, weather on the 5's.
Well, good. We'll talk a little bit more about those chances and that cooler day that is on the way tomorrow. That's all coming up with your next weather on the 5's forecast.
This is your Waze Traffic Report, brought to you by Crestview RV.
And you are taking a look at the Waze traffic map this morning, and we'll have another check on traffic in about 30 minutes.
Investigators think a couple was killed by the exhaust fumes in their car.
Plus, how an officer ended up with severe burns while investigating a burglary.
And if you see news happening or have a story you'd like us to cover, call us 757-2525, or you can also email ideas@kxxv.com. You're watching Good Morning Texas.